Hey beauties, I'm right back with another little mini video because I just can't let this go. This intense, powerful energy of the full moon today, October 17th, which does cover days before and after. And this one's power really runs right up into the end of the month, leading us into the 1st of November, which is all this energy has been building. Because of the eclipse we had in September, it's kind of still feeding that fire energy from that. So I wanted to pull an oracle card because I thought, why not just do a little bit of divination and ask spirit, what is it we need to know today? This is really an easy thing to do. If, years ago, I would get oracle cards because I love the artwork and I really enjoyed just sort of playing with them and discovered that it's never wrong. It's exactly what you need to know. And that's all you need to do when you pull a card is, what do I need to know today? Going forward in my day for my highest good of all, that kind of thing, connecting with spirit. So I pulled up Colette Baron Reid's Guides to the Hidden Realms. That's actually the moon. Oh my goodness. So Guides to the Hidden Realms, she channels all her decks, and this one in particular came to her in a different way. She said kind of in dreams, and they would show up in these particular images. But when she was explaining everything to Hay House, and they had her paint every image. So she actually has huge paintings of each of these cards, which must have been amazing. As they would come to her, she would paint the canvas. Now, if you don't know Colette Baron Reid, go to her website, check her out. She's amazing. I went to Oracle school with her a few years ago, I even remember, and learned a lot. I am certified to be an Oracle guide, but I use it more for myself and some of my clients, and I'll do it before a call, before getting on video, and sometimes during a coaching session if the clients are into that. So let's just ask this question. This full moon is about traumatic changes, like really sudden changes can be coming up. We're releasing the old. A lot of the old world ways are crumbling down, and the new world is being built. And we are in the flux of that, and lots of things can shake out from it. So a question we can ask is, what do I need to know? How do I prepare for the possible sudden changes? And this is for the collective, for all of you. What do we need to know to prepare for these possible, probable sudden changes? They've been going on already, and they're just going to build. Okay, so I'm just going to take another look here. And the card I pulled is the true source of power. Look at that image. That's amazing. When you look at an oracle card, the first thing you want to do is look at what you're drawn to. Look at the colors. How do you interpret the image that you see? There's in all of these cards and many other people's oracle cards, there's a lot in the image. So really look at that. And so on the side, it says divine will, integrity, power versus force. That's actually an incredible book, title of a book, Power versus Force. So I'm going to look up the meaning. Even when you've used a deck a long time, it's good to look up the actual meaning in the guidebook. Now, when you're doing this on your own, read through and see what resonates for you. A word, a sentence, a paragraph. You don't need the whole thing. Some of the decks, like if you're working on questions about your business and that kind of thing, finances, some of the decks have sections for each card where it's the general message, and then there's a message for relationships, and then there's a message for prosperity. And they can also have a message for that reversed card, which is often called a protection message. And this one is just, it's called reversed. And what you need to know about that, we all go, oh no, it's reversed, that's bad. It isn't. It's like an extra hug from the universe, from spirit, from God, your higher power, your higher self. Okay, so I'm going to read this. And forgive me for looking down while I'm reading, but just pay attention to the words. See what resonates for you in the message. The key concepts are divine will, integrity, being aware of your impact on the world. Whether you realize it or not, we always have an impact. Power versus force, self-will run amok. That must be the reverse message, right? When true power is expressed, it is beautiful to experience. It is not an act of self-will, but a channeling of divine will where you are fully in service to a higher calling. It is a true surrender, a self-forgetting with access to the transformative power to make such an extraordinary change. There is a profound and simple prayer that illustrates this. Thy will be done through me. Relieve me of the bondage of self, so I may better do thy will. I surrender my will to thine. Use me as thou wilt. Amen. It reminds us that we are all here because the universe needs to experience life through us. And before I read that prayer was the end of the other sentence that said, access to the transformative power to make such an extraordinary change, letting go of the self, the burden of self. So trust in the invisible world and remember that your personal efforts or what you see in the material world are not the source of your supply. When you remember God or spirit or conscious universe, or whatever name you choose for divine intelligence, is the source of your supply, you will see the synchronicities drawing forth abundance beyond your imagination. You are being invited to remember this sacred technology now. Surrender your wants, goals, and desires to a higher power and watch the miracles unfold. Keep walking and trust with all your heart. That is, I've written about this and talked about this before, about setting positive affirmations, creating your vision board and your wish list, and then being able to surrender it and let spirit take over. We might only see just that little tiny first step. And if we just take that little step towards it, the universe spirit will bring you the next one. So honor yourself today. Give yourself the compassion that you so need, that often gets neglected. Because I do see you. I see your beauty. Shine brightly.